bum 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 bum
Acapella,
bum
it's a
bum bum
kappa,
bum bum bum
kappa,
bum bum
acapella,
bum
legal
bum bum
notice.
bum.
Hey, what is up everyone? Lord Pasta here, and I am finally back at the game World's History Simulator. Today I want to talk about an interesting phenomena that anybody who's played this game for more than a few creations of a world has undoubtedly run into, and that is super colonizers. Now I'm going to tell you everything I know about super colonizers, what they do, and some features of them. Now, typically in a normal world created in World's History Simulator, what will happen is you will start on one main continent, and maybe you want to see how that population spreads to another continent. So eventually they roll through all of the different, you know, advancements that you can go through in a civilization, and then some uncultured, unpolitied group colonizes the other continents, and other polities are created from that population. Now, what has a small chance of occurring is that a state, a polity, will actually colonize all of the other continents. And that is very rare, and that can go one of two ways. Either way one, the colonies will split from the main, and the large nation will divide itself over and over and over again into various smaller nations, which is slightly more common. But in extreme cases, you can get a super colonizer, which colonizes basically any untouched land that is left in the game. And those are fascinating to look at in the game, just from the perspective of someone who's played the game for a very long time. Now I'm going to go ahead and describe to you some of the key features of super colonizers. Now, when super colonizers are colonizing and actually expanding their territories, they are growing in power, and so you will see them sort of reclaim lost land in their interiors, grow in population, outpace other neighboring polities. These are common traits for an expanding super colonizer. Now, however, when all the land has been taken up, a super colonizer typically gets into extremely bad scenarios. The population drops substantially, and the respect for authority, or like the trait, like, you know, social order, I think it is. You can view it on one of the map settings. Decreases immensely in all of the foreign lands, and they start being unable to reclaim lost land, and they slowly dissolve, and other polities grow in their place. So you can even see in this footage right now how that's sort of occurring with this very small super colonizer right here, who's only been on like 3 continents. But it's a very common thing, and it's interesting to see that it actually is a feature in the game, because it shows us how colonizing land works. So typically, if any polity has a group, a square, which expands to another land or some other place, those lands, all the lands that group of people explore, automatically, through the game's coding, gets counted as that polity's territory. And that's how you can get these super colonizers, and also the other divided colonizers. But I just thought that was a very fascinating aspect of this game that I wanted to share with you. I don't really know how this is going to change throughout the different updates, but I'd be fascinated to see if it's still around after the game gets updated a few more times.